Hello, 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 everybody. It's your girl, Kamisha Tyler, aka Sarah I am. And on this feed, we see a lot going on with the Hispanics and Latinos protesting that they don't want to return home, and Trump is trying to send them home, President Trump. And I put out this feed a while ago where I was talking about when the Spirit had to ask Hagar, what is it that ails you? Right? Because it's more of what we're seeing as a protestival. You know, they're out there having like this festival, antagonizing, not wanting to go home because people are trying to set things in order, I guess, sort of say. So it's more of a festival for them, right? You know, when you want to be causing chaos and mess all over the place, then that's what you're going to do. And the fact that somebody's saying, okay, well, we're going to have to get y'all this chaotic mess, you know, out of here. To them, it's a hee-haw, happy, joy, funny time. Okay? So the energy now is saying, because black folks ain't if Afro-Negro American folks, ain't if it's Afro-Negro American folks, okay? Or African Negro. Because we're sitting back and saying we're not getting involved in that. Someone is taunting that spiritual place where they're saying, well, why can't we call y'all Hagar? Because what ails you? You're sitting back watching us go through all this turmoil. If you don't know the story, it was that when Abram had put Hagar out to help Egyptians, your Hispanics, Latinos, all these things, when he had put them out the house, her and her son Ishmael was crying, and she walked off somewhere, Hagar walked off somewhere and left the boy to cry and all this stuff. So the Spirit had to come and say, well, what ails you? Like, you know, basically asking. So here's the taunt of the Spirit of trying to put that same energy on us black folks, because they're in another place of turmoil, and they're fighting, and they're going back and forth with each other, and we sitting back eating popcorn. I had some popcorn the other day. Not getting involved in it. Now they want to ask us what ails us. But here's the difference, okay? We're going to go to the book of Genesis. Okay, we're going to start at verse 4 and read chapter 4 and verse 26. And as for Seth, to him also a son was born, and he named him Enosh. Then men began to call on the name of the Lord. Okay, so here's the difference. We black folks been trying to tell you. I know I've been saying stuff, you know. The difference is, if we've been trying to tell you and you wasn't listening, and now you want to say, well, look at you, why aren't y'all helping now? We can ask the same question, right? Why didn't Hagar, when she was offered to sleep with Abram and make children with Abram, why didn't she open her mouth and say no, you know, speaking out of the God of her people? She should have said, if we do that, right, and she sees herself get pregnant, or finds out she's pregnant over who Abram's wife was, she should have said, I'm going to start taunting you. I'm going to feel like I'm better than you. I'm going to look down on you. Hagar had the opportunity to speak out. When black folks did, we did. And y'all didn't want to listen. So now you're saying, come fight with us. I mean, if I was Sarah or Sarai, even in the spiritual sense of things, Sarah or sarai, knew what she was doing. She was letting you know what was going on. She was already apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Sarai, sarai, sarai. Now, what did Hagar say? She welcomed it with open arms, right? And I know people going to want to say, well, she was being an obedient slave. But back in Genesis, it says people begin to call on the name of the Lord. So, you're going to tell me that above what God has showed you and your people, for you and your people, you chose to listen to man? Or did you choose not to speak the truth and the reality of who you really were and what you were already concocting in your brain cells against your house, your household? I mean, because it's coming out now. I mean, this is the backlash between blacks and Hispanics and Latinos. I mean, I wouldn't have expected this. But this is how it gets sometimes when people are exposed. They're your friend as long as they can keep you in that secret place of you not knowing their true motive and how they really feel about you. But then when they think they got you, I mean, that's what it looks like. So no, we're not sitting in the spirit of Hagar because we don't want to be a part of that. We tried to tell you. It was you who tried to keep all of your what's the word for it? Scheming, deceiving, lying, pretending. You tried to keep that stuff hidden. Until you thought, you felt that you had gotten away with it. You felt there's enough of us black folks who had let you in our close quarters, breaking bread with you. You know, you was out there having your way with some of them and thought you was going to get away with it. And then when you found out I was going to speak out, you kept doing more, just like you're doing now. Your behavior got erratic and just didn't make no sense. Folks ending up dead. Followed. So on that note, I'm going to need for whoever that is, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm going to need you to inhale that spirit of we becoming like Hagar, because we won't involve ourselves with this buffoonery mess. So on that note, y'all enjoy your day. Talk to you soon.